be
Hi all,
uniquely prepared to understand
welcome
quantum
back
mechanics.
to the Truth Seeking channel with Jose, the Rat, and Ronald, that's
Back.
me.
Back again with the channel.
Today we are gonna discuss if we are living in a simulation
Back again with
or are we living in a matrix? In a simulation, a computer simulation, or in a matrix, like in the movie The Matrix. So let me say hello to my viewers, to our viewers. Hello viewers.
No, I don't think we are living in a computer simulation.
No, you don't think so? Okay.
It's not a simulation. It is a kind of simulation, a creation, an experiment, but not created by a computer. I think the being which has created this simulation, let's call it a simulation, has surpassed the power of computers by far, I think. So maybe this creature just has created this simulation, with his own capacity, you know, with his own brain power, his own mental or conscious abilities, without using a computer. I think this creature or presence is so strong.
The God particle.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that no computer was needed.
So you believe in the God creature?
Yeah, I think.
But there was a God that made us.
Yeah, the word God is very it's very religious, but God can be actually anything, you know.
Okay, let's see what Elon Musk.
Some advanced version of The Sims. Yes, that idea sounds pretty absurd,
We're
but we should
advanced
just write it
version of
off.
The Sims.
People used to think the solar system worked like this, but almost 2,000 years before Galileo proved it didn't, Aristarchus of Samos posited the exact same crazy idea. Reality is probably not as it seems. Musk is echoing a paper on this theory by philosopher Nick Bostrom. His argument goes like this.
Quote, 40 years ago, we had Pong, like two rectangles and a dot.
30 years after Pong, we got The Sims.
Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year.
So let's go about 10,000 years into the future. It's possible that when we get there, civilization will be entirely gone because there is a ceiling to our advancement. Maybe it's because of global warming or self-replicating robots.
If civilization stops advancing, then that may be due to some calamitous event that erases civilization.
But another possibility is that if we keep advancing... But another possibility is...
That may be due to some
Calamitous event that erases civilization. He's predicting the future.
That may be due to some calamitous event that...
The end of the world.
No. I think he's wrong.
event that erases civilization.
But another possibility is
right.
that if we keep
I think he's
advancing
wrong.
and assuming everything in the
Unless
physical world can
the
be
creator
simulated,
wants to reset us and thinks, okay, this experiment is over, then he can let or start a calamitous event at will, you know, a flood, stop protecting the earth from meteors or dangerous radiation,
or crazy dictators that are trying to nuke us.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's intervening all the time already,
because he has hope in some of us.
Maybe he protects us from. He stops protecting us from the sun, and everything dies and starts all over on the earth. As long as this creator wants us to continue doing our experiment, and then I'm talking about us humans, we are an experiment to him, nothing will happen to us. Really nothing. Because he created everything. So even the sun and all the radiation which exists and all the influences in this universe are controlled by him, because he created everything. He knows everything. He to him it's child's play probably. We are 37 trillion molecules or particles, aren't we? 37 trillion. He knows every particle of our bodies, and he can control everything. And that's only one body. So that is just a little example of how powerful and how knowledgeable and how strong his processing power must be. If he knows everything about one of his creations, a human, 37 trillion particles.
Yes, keep on.
If we are already 37.
You speak more in the microphone.
If we are already 37 trillion particles, one human, and a human is actually tinier than a tiny speck in this universe, because the universe is so extremely large. Imagine how much knowledge and processing power he has, because not only one human is easy for him to construct and to know. Also a complete planet Mars, which is built out of far more than 37 trillion particles. He knows all the particles.
Does anybody understand what Jose is saying? Can you hear us? Hello?
God knows.
I don't think you are coming over to
the public
viewers.
Okay.
They're not really hearing you. What you're saying.
Okay. Let's say it like this. You know the Lego
Lego movie.
Yeah.
Lego the movie. Yeah.
No. Lego the toys.
Oh yeah. You had Lego the movie also.
Yeah. So, can you display a picture of Lego construction?
Everybody knows Lego.
Yeah. A picture. So, every human has 37 trillion of these blocks. The creator has
37 trillion.
One human has 37 trillion of these blocks. The creator knows everything. He has constructed us. So he knows exactly where the blocks fit in one human. But he knows also the rest of the universe.
Okay, I have a question from Indira. Yes, do you think that everybody has the same definition of God, Jose?
No, that can vary, but in my opinion, God is someone who can create, and someone who can create, and on a large scale. We can also create as human, but I think you're God if you can create everything.
You're God if you can create everything.
Yeah, if you can create everything and control everything.
And what do you mean about that?
The complete universe. Then you are only then you are a real God.
If you can
create the complete universe. In my opinion.
We can create also.
Yeah, indeed we can create and destroy also. So yeah, in some extent we are also godlike, but yeah, we cannot create earthquakes. We cannot create floods, for example. So
floods.
Yeah.
Why not? In the movie Geostorm, we created floods with the satellites.
Yeah, in the movie, but
But it looks like we can do it for real also.
Yeah, but okay, I think God can also construct and create on molecular level, and that's not what we can do, I think.
Kirsten says, no, everyone has their own perspective about God and the totality of creation. So everyone has their own perception.
Of course. But this was my opinion. My opinion is, I think the only God for me is the God who can create everything. Then you are a real God, in my opinion. And
let's see. Indir says, that is what I wanted to hear you say. Kirsten says, but it's all the same in some kind of sense.
it's all the same in some kind of sense.
That we are Lego dolls, or what you call it? With how many billion pieces? 37 trillion.
That's what I heard.
Trust Christ or go to hell says Jesus is God. What do you think about that? Jesus is God.
Yeah, Jesus is. Yep. I don't know for sure. But I really think that we are living in a constructed universe.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Or simulation, like
Yeah.
what Elon Musk says. Should we
Eventually,
That could be
we'll
it.
simulate
I'm not sure.
ourselves.
I haven't seen the
Every
proof also, but
synapse
that's
in
what
the entire
I'm
human
thinking.
brain
I think
for
really
everyone on Earth.
that it was not some coincidence and
Getting
some
enough
evolution.
computing power
It
to
is
run
literally built. It is literally and deliberately created.
like Lego?
Yeah, like Lego.
So that's the pixelation theory. We are made of pixels
Yeah,
and very smooth pixels.
particles.
Yeah. And in the Matrix, we're living in a computer world. That is the 8D theory, that we come from 8-dimensional and they made 3-dimensional from 8-dimensional. That was E8. So they start with an 8-dimensional crystal, and from that they can make, in the 8-dimensional crystal they make the 3-dimensional. Okay, according to Trust Christ or Go to Hell, is we're living in Jaws, terrarium, and flat Earth. The flat Earth is true. Jaws is, I think, Yahweh. To me, we are also in a terrarium. But in what form? In pixelation, like the Lego, or in 3-dimensional computer matrix? Eight-dimensional model of the universe. This is an interesting topic from the physicist and surfer Garrett Lizzie. He presented a new model of the universe that just maybe answers all the big questions. If nothing else, it's the most beautiful 8-dimensional model of elementary particles and forces you've ever seen. The theory of everything. He also thinks, so most people are thinking nowadays that we are indeed living in a simulation that's not real.
So,
But we are being made like computer animation.
Yeah, but if a lot of people think we are indeed living in a simulation, then a new question comes, and that is, who created this simulation and why and how?
It's a good question. So God created the simulation.
Yeah, then again it leads to God, but God can be anything.
God, it's like it's a
God is just a container of a very powerful creator. It can be the man on the cloud, you know, with a white beard, or it can be a super advanced alien.
Why super advanced?
Because I don't think it is really easy to create humans.
Why not?
Do you think it's really easy to manage 37 trillion particles?
Maybe it's gonna be easy in the future.
So
10 years.
So he is advanced.
Anybody can do it.
Create a human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Surrender belief to conquer defeat says, whoa guys, calm down, all 4 of you. Yeah. It's a heated discussion with 4 people in the 4th dimensional.
Yeah, but great feedback. Thanks for the questions. I'm also thinking, you know, I'm also
which is a 3-dimensional equilateral triangle.
Sharing my thoughts.
3-dimensional.
I haven't seen the truth also, but this is just what I think.
Okay, thanks for your opinion. So some super advanced human being or creature, godlike, created the humans in a computer animation simulation game with 37 trillion pieces or pixels.
A piece.
Or cells. Okay, and the reason why we don't know why.
It could be anything, you know. Why the reason why is just guessing, you know. Maybe there is.
It's a game. It's like The Sims.
Maybe it is indeed a game like The Sims. Yeah, or maybe it is just a kid school project, you know.
We are a kid school project.
Yeah, maybe there is such an advanced, powerful race or creature.
Welcome back.
Which has a child, and this is just child's play.
We are a child. We are like The Sims for a little girl or a little boy god who's playing with his toys.
Yeah, maybe
humans.
It could be.
In a 3-dimensional computer game.
It's a theory, you know. It could be anything. I don't know what, why.
Okay.
And who created this?
But why do we have the inbuilt desire, or not desire, but we want to work, you know, the drive or desire that we wake up, go to work, come back home, eat and sleep. Why is that? If it's just some child's game, why not just partying and sporting, surfing, swimming?
But you're talking about the child of a very, very, very advanced supreme race.
So he makes like 7 billion puppets, and he make them wake up, go to work, come back home.
Yeah, a child of them,
brush their teeth.
A child of them is maybe more intelligent than the whole human species.
But this is not a fun game. They make YouTube videos about, are we living in a simulation? Then they go to sleep, they wake up, they go to work. What fun game is that? Why would a child god make such a game?
I don't know. I cannot answer that, but any creature who can create us is far beyond.
We are made for slaves. We are advanced slaves. And when a new model comes, they erase us, they destroy or kill out all of us.
But what is the motivation? Why would they do that? And
because there is an advanced and more better version of the humans.
No.
Maybe hybrid.
But what is your theory and what's your
for their goals?
Yeah, why are they doing it?
They're coming for their gold. We are made to mine gold. What do you call it? We need. They need a gold for the planet. These aliens. That is what Zachariah Sitchin says.
But how is it that that I'm not mining gold then now at the moment, and that you are not mining gold?
The first race they made was to mine gold. I think that they made the Ijiji to build the earth, to dig the rivers, and then I think later they made a different type of humans, like one less advanced than us, and they were made to mine gold. I think the atomic gold or something. That's why we have a strong sense for gold. Atomic gold.
What do you mean with we have a strong sense for gold?
Gold. When you hear gold, or you want to go for gold, or we want to look for gold, we have a strange desire to go and look for gold, or we want it.
Gold fever.
Gold fever, yeah. We can even kill people for it, or stay up all week, or travel from here to the next part of the planet to get the gold.
It's built in our DNA to acquire gold.
Yeah, they even kill out all civilization, like the Mayans, the Peruvian. Fortunately, you survived, but
they end up doing it.
But do you listen what you say? Why would they build in that slaves kill other slaves?
Based on your work with Newgrange
and
your
that's not logic.
Because they were the other type of humans.
That's not logic what you say.
Then they get another type of breed humans that are more advanced to go mine the gold, because the old humans did their job well. How many gold did they find more with this with their new methods? The Mayan could not dig deep underground or in cave. They had primitive tools. Then the European came with better tools and machines. They're more capable of mining gold.
Yeah, but if they work together, they are even more capable. But still, you're saying no, they kill each other. That's not that is not efficient. For the gold. That's not efficient. Because suppose you are the superior gold digger and I'm the lesser gold digger.
Yeah.
So according to your logics, you kill me because you are superior, because you are a better gold digger. But suppose you could dig every day one kilo of gold and I only 100 grams. So if you kill me, the result is 1 kilo gold every day by you. But if I was still living,
but
there
maybe
was
you're
1
on
kilo and 100 grams.
But maybe you're on the land where more gold is, and you are like digging slow. And if I kill you and put someone else that can also dig 100 kilo, like me, then I get more gold daily. Then if I leave you there and digging with your little shovel or spade in primitive tools, I just kill you and put a machine there and dig more gold.
Okay, so that's how you think how they built us.
Yes. For gold.
Research,
but that is
if you're using the precession of the equinox, I mean, would it not, go through the entire cycle and come back to true north, or would it start drifting away and never come back to true north? That would be the question I have for you. What do you think?
And like John Anthony West, this is a very good point as well. That, like John Anthony West would say, it would have to go at least one full precessional cycle.
But I think after the gold rush, now they need something else from us. If maybe they found out by making us better humans, because I don't think they really made us from scratch. You know, that we were already here on Earth. They genetically modified us. We were like the primitive Neanderthalers, you know, and they took our DNA and modified it and made like an interbreed with half-breed with their DNA and our DNA. That is why we men now, we get bald, you know, like the aliens are bald creatures. And the Neanderthal men, they have full hair. That's why you never seen a bald Neanderthaler.
Yeah, indeed. The evolution theory of Darwin is not. It's still a theory and not a law. So it could be like that. What you say.
Yeah.
Because indeed.
We are genetically manipulated.
Because indeed, it's very strange that we are descendants from the apes and the monkeys. The monkeys had really furry. How do you say that? Furry bodies. And we are evolved monkeys, but we don't have hair.
We are not monkeys. We are Neanderthalers, Homo sapiens, Homo erectus.
But they are the evolved form of a monkey, aren't they? That's what Darwin says.
Another theory was this Lord Enki, so-called God, who created the humans, but he genetically manipulated us. So these aliens, these Anunnaki aliens, gods, were experimenting with the humans, the original humans from the planet Earth, like the Homo erectus and the Neanderthalers. But what the Enki god found is that we were not only our body, we had a soul.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like two entities, and our body lives like for a certain amount of years, let's say 100 years, but our soul is immortal. Mm-hmm. We have an immortal soul. These so-called high advanced god, they could not understand what is going on here. You know, they had no immortality or immortal life. They live like 300,000 years or something, 36,000 years or something, or 40,000. I don't know. They live a long time, but not immortal. So I think while experimenting on the humans, this Enki found out that we have souls. And he designed some sort of construction to capture our soul and to regenerate it. And in this way, with this energy or with this machine or energy or this soul capturing machine, he can extend his own life.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Shamash. If you type.
So he's kind of a soul eater.
Shamash. You remember? Yeah.
He's kind of a soul eater to extend his own life.
Yeah. You remember this image?
Yes.
All right. Let's take back that image again. Shamash 2. Okay. So let's analyze this image again. We did this already in our other video.
So these little guys are the Ijiji or not?
No, these are the humans. These are us. So they programmed us in our DNA. They programmed us for worshiping God. So we are like, we want to worship gods. You know, when we hear the word God, we are like, oh Allah, or oh God, oh we love God. Yes, worship. Yes, God is great. God, we worship you. The gods. If I was a god, I would program my followers or my creations to do that, you know. I'll feel good, you know. They like me.
I think he's so strong that by nature they are doing that. He didn't even have to program.
No, we're programmed to say, oh God.
No, but suppose there is.
But why am I not doing it?
Well, what do you mean?
Worshipping the God.
Because you haven't seen any of his powers yet.
And if I see his powers, I will say, oh God, you are so strong.
Probably. I think if you see a real God and he shows you his power, I think you will go on your knees.
No, I won't.
I think you do.
No.
I think you do.
Okay, well, this Enki guy, he conjured this machine apparatus, and somebody is trying to draw it here, you see. He's using sound waves, and this guy here is symbolic for using the machine to all the people that's worshipping the God. They suck the energy out of the people or their soul, and it goes into this God. So it's based on fear and anxiety.
No,
that is why Christianity is booming. All the churches are built.
Why is it based on fear and on anxiety?
So then that is the energy he needs to create. They use to get more, I think, lifespan or some sort of energy. They use us as an energy source. They're like energy vampire. Churches. Let's see a church, because if you take a look at some churches, you see all the churches, they have a tower. It's like it's built that way by design, because the people goes in the church, and then the preacher comes and he says, oh, the God will smite you and the God will send you to hell if you do not believe in the Lord and the God, and the people get scared, you know, and the energy of fear goes through this conductor. This is not just a tower, it's a conductor. It conducts the energy upwards, and the fear energy or the part of the soul gets catched in the something up in the sky. They have another machine that picks up these energy fields that comes free from the human mind. You see, all these churches have some sort of power conductor on it. You see, all of them.
It's a tower. But
no, it's some power. It's conducting power to the upward.
It's kind of a negative theory, you know, not really.
So why are they built in that way? Why not just flat?
Because
people are in the church.
I don't know.
It's
no.
guiding the energy. It's taking the energy like a.
I'm not questioning the shape of the church. I'm questioning more your theory, which is based on the negative idea that fear is harvested and anxiety is harvested, and that is sent to some creature or something. I don't know. So that the theory could be correct. I don't know, but I think it's quite of a negative idea, negative theory. Maybe it's not fear and anxiety which they harvest. Maybe it's belief and hope or love, you know, which they harvest.
Because this God is not a real God. It's a fake God. It's not God. What is God? We don't see him. It's I think a con artist. It's a fake dictator, tyrant who wants to have everlasting life and is using us for his own
so you think
selfish
so you think the superior being which created us is actually a negative and
it's a kind of
evil thinking creature, selfish,
So dictator.
Dictator-like. You think you think these are the characteristics of the being which has created everything. Our simulation.
Did not created everything.
No, okay. The being which created our simulation and us. You think that is how the creator thinks and acts and behaves?
I don't think this being created everything. I think there was another one. There were maybe more. Who says this was the Almighty God? Every time one God conquers us, then this God is the most Almighty God. So maybe there was one before that one.
I'm really questioning it, doubting it, because when a creature is so advanced that he can create us...
Which creature are you talking about?
The creature which harvests the fear and anxiety in your theory.
Did he create us?
I think he created us.
Why?
I don't know. Because he wants fear and anxiety in your theory.
Okay, this is a question from Indira. If he's a god, why does he need humans to feed himself?
Exactly. Applause.
But
Applause. He is far superior.
Because we have an immortal soul, and he doesn't.
Okay.
He only lives for 30-something thousand years. And
so
our soul is immortal.
So we have something which he doesn't have, and he wants that.
Yeah.
And it's fear and anxiety based, which he needs.
First he needed the gold, then they got the gold. Then they found something else from, hey, these humans are not just a container to pump stuff in or other evil jinns or ghosts, but we already have a soul. We have a soul in us that gives us, and that soul is immortal. So that's why there's some kind of soul catcher created to catch our soul and put them back in a body. That's the reincarnation part of it. So once you understand how the construction works, all the rest falls in together like one big puzzle. Then you understand everything of life. You understand everything everybody says. You understand everything everybody does. All the history, everything you understand. It falls together like one big puzzle. And it all makes sense.
I think it's kind of your own projection and own belief system and way of how you see the universe. What you just shared, in my opinion, and that is quite materialistic, cynical. I think it's more elevated than that.
More elevated.
Yeah.
You think?
It goes way beyond the acquirement of something.
And where did that thought come from? Where did that thought come from? You say you think it is like that, more elevated.
Yeah,
there's one superhuman being.
No.
The master of all.
It's more elevated than
king of kings.
Than dictatorship, than harvesting fear, harvesting anxiety, materialistic behavior, which was very.
These gods were sick people. They were sleeping with their sister, making children with their brothers and sister. They were killing their brothers, their fathers.
You're talking about the Anunnaki.
Yeah, yes, those were the gods.
But then Anunnaki,
the later gods, the
Anunnaki are just a species in a universe, I think.
So
they're not the top dogs. I mean, probably they are average.
So you are more like the Pleiadian stuff, the more fake gods.
Sorry?
The fake gods. Pleiadians. Which god are you talking about?
I don't know.
Or the grey aliens?
Yeah, I'm not too sure yet, but I think the Anunnaki created us maybe, like you said, and they use us to harvest soul power, I don't know, and gold. But the Anunnaki are also just a species in this universe, in this universe, and not the real highest gods.
Okay, and who are the highest gods?
I don't know. I wish I knew. And probably it's one creature or one species. I don't know.
So you're making an assumption. You don't know for sure, but there might be a other god.
But are you sure about the Anunnaki then?
Yeah.
You're sure about the Anunnaki?
Yes.
It's not an assumption.
No.
Because you can deliver photo proof.
Yeah, I just showed you.
And scientific proof.
Here are the photos, the tablets.
This is proof.
This is an Anunnaki god. This is Lord Enki Shamash.
This is the proof for you, which gets you to Harvard and gets you the Nobel Prize.
No, this is not the truth. I have more, and I don't want to go to Harvard or Nobel Prize because the whole educational system is built to deceive people. They will not give me any prize for coming with the truth.
You cannot.
Because the educational system is based.
You cannot prove it.
Yes.
You cannot prove
100% proof for sure. Because the educational system is made to put you on the wrong track. Then you have the pharmaceutical industry to.
It remains a theory.
To numb you and to keep you intoxicated and drunk and in coma. And then you have the media to confuse you, give you wrong news, and to cover up the truth. And you have the government and all the government organization like NASA and the other companies that works for the government, also to put you on the wrong foot and not to let you think for yourself. And everything you say, to use it against you and to lock you up if you are rebelling against the order.
So that's
yeah.
That is how you think it works.
Yes, they're just here. The mass or the government, the people in power are here to keep you down, not to let you come up, and to harvest your soul energy
and fear and anxiety.
Yeah, to keep you afraid and weak and intoxicated, so you will never wake up and see the truth.
But that's not God. Who does it?
Well, who is God?
God is the one above all.
Who is that?
I don't know. Who are the Anunnaki? But theoretically,
Anunnaki is those who from heaven to earth came.
Theoretically, I think God is the one above all. So.
And you have like Anu is the father of the of these two guys, Enki and Enlil. God is just imagination. It's not real. It's a title. They call themselves God. Like one of the Anunnaki, Marduk. God. He called himself God. They all start to call themselves the God. Marduk, chief god of the city of Babylon and the national god of Babylonia. See, when he got power, he wants everybody to call him God. So, the real God does not exist. It's a hoax to keep people stupid and not let them find the truth. There is also no Garden of Eden, but there was a big flood, and the guy was not Noah Ziusudra, of Atrahasis. Those were the other Noah figures longer before the flood of the Bible. So that is what I wanted to say. Anybody else? Any other wild theories to watching?
That's the conspiracy theory, actually.
What do you mean?
What you were saying is actually the conspiracy theory.
What is the conspiracy theory?
The conspiracy theory is that we are suppressed, that there is a higher order which milks us like cows, probably to enrich themselves. That the truth is hidden and the night. That's what you actually say.
Yes.
The conspiracy theory.
Yeah. The real theory of the truth. Jesus or Shamash, he was called the King, Shepherd, Light of the world, Dispeller of darkness, Beneficent Judge and Wrathful Avenger, Healer of the sick, Raiser of the dead, and Ruler of man. All of the above was said about the Babylonian sun god Shamash over 1,000 years before Christ's supposed time. The Messiah is called Shamash in the Bible, Mal 4:2. So 1,000 years before Christ, you had already a sun god. So that means the Bible took this Shamash and made him Jesus. They just changed the name. See, more evidence is popping up. Horus, Moses or Dionysus. You see, there are more people with the same Jesus or a godlike appearance. For instance, Horus. Let's see Horus. Horus is the son of Isis and Osiris. It's hard to read. Jesus or Egyptian myths. The divine son of God. Let's see this. The evil one, battling the evil one. The divine son of God battling the evil one. The son born on December 25th of a virgin called Mary. 3 wise men following a star in the east. The divine son at the ages of 12 and 30. The holy baptizer of souls. The baptizer of souls. The God with 12 followers. The deity performing miracles such as healing. The sick walking on water and raising the dead. The God as anointed Lord of truth. The Lord of light and the Lord of resurrections. The God associated with the cross symbolizing eternal life. The God buried for 3 days, resurrecting and ascending into heaven. All these myths are found in Egypt hundreds to thousands of years before Christ's purported existence. So even in the Egyptian time you had a Christ-like figure. So what does that say? In all other times you had a Christ-like figure. Even in the Babylonian time, the Egyptian time, this Greek time. Then he was called Dionysus. So you have different figures. What do you say about that? I think all was born from a virgin. All had 12 disciples, and they all could do some miracle stuff. See? He was also born of a virgin, 25th of December, Dionysus. See? Born of a virgin on December 25th. Okay. So this is more. I'm getting some messages. We are having some Gnostic thoughts. Are you Gnostic? So the God we know, what's in the Bible, everybody think is God, the all creating, the almighty, the magnificent, the most holy, good person, is actually Marduk. And Marduk was one of these Sumerian gods. He claimed to be God. He was the one who defeated Mother Earth, the monster. Okay, we can see another insight. Let's see, Gnostic. Which one? What do you mean? Gnostic? Gnosticism. Having knowledge is a modern name for a variety of ancient religious ideas and systems originating in Jewish Christian milieux. In the 1st and 2nd century AD, these systems believed that the material world is created by an emanation of the highest God, trapping the divine spark within the human body. This divine spark could be liberated by gnosis. So the Gnostics is Greek for knowledge. Gnosis. The divine spark, yeah. There are a lot of theories. Everybody think they have the best theory and this is the way it is. They feel it in their bones and they know, they dream about it. Blah blah blah. But wake up, people, it's all fake. We are just genetic manipulated slaves, just waiting for the time to be washed away, wiped out, when no longer needed. Well, anybody, any other idea, let me know. Thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel. Peace.